Hello, ladies. Have I got something for you today? Okay, if you don't want to listen to me talk, you could just fast forward and you can get right to the lusciousness. That's fine. But, I have to give you a little story of everything that happened. It's a journal, of course. Every time I make a journal, I have something specific in mind. I have a list of names that I toy with, that I pull from, that I think will fit, everything like this. Well, she started out with no name, no plan. I just grabbed some things. I did some printing, and she has just fallen together like beautifully. I'm so excited about this one. I know I say it about all of them, but I just am in love with this book. Let me tell you. So halfway through, as I'm making things and I'm putting things together, and I'm just like, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? My new thing now is, making things clash and work together. Like, she is very shabby chic meets grunge. And the way that she ended up turning out is just beyond what I even thought of, or that she could be, or just so flippin' excited about this one. So her name came to me about halfway through, and I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you so I can tell you her name. Her name is Shine, and halfway through this book, she just started shining, and it was like, things to go through in life, and I just don't know how to explain her to you. She's just absolutely, I love her. She's a scholar's ledger. And I don't know if you'll be able to see the dangles, and all the tails are left. And this is vintage dangle, and I used the last of it on her. She's done in mauve, cream, and grunge. She's 93 pages. That's 106 front and back. I did use some images from Tracie Fox. I used some from her Blossom and Berries mini embellishments, some of her mini text embellishment and tags, and some from Fundamentals. I told you guys I'd be going back to that Fundamentals a lot. Her seam binding is this beautiful. This was like an accident, a beautiful accident. She's shiny. It's like a gold. There's some shimmer spray on it, so she just shines. She's absolutely beautiful, and I love her. I love her, and whoever gets her, oh my gosh, I know you're gonna appreciate her just as much as I do. She is 5 signatures. She's 4.5 by 8 3/4. She is based off of Nick the Booksmith's Scholar Ledger course. And the Scholar Ledgers are more based towards, or the way that I'm making them is more based towards writing and your journaling and things like that. Not so much the pretties, because we can't put too much in there, because then she looks, not like, they should. But she, oh my God, just gaze. She's just, amazing, and I really, really hope the light picks it up as and she shines for this video for you. She's just okay. I'm getting into it now. I just absolutely love her. There is a ton of sewing, a ton of scraps, pieces of lace just sewn down the sides with no rhyme or reason. Perfectly imperfect. That's what I've been, I think that's what I do with all my journals, whether it be a tome, repurposed book, a scholar's ledger. Perfectly imperfect is what I go for, because I just think it gives them so much character, and I really look at them as making a work of art, and I love it. I love it. But my passion, I love this. So, let's begin. On the first page, just some beautiful tea-dyed, inked up crochet lace, beautiful rose flower with the heartbeat stitch. All the tails have been left. I did them with mauve and cream. Everything is distressed with Tim Holtz vintage photo, antique linen, and black soot. Garment pins are in here. Tim Holtz index clips. She's just amazing. She's just amazing. This fabric, oh God, is just so sheer and so pretty, and she's just absolutely stunning. I did use some of my corner punches for the first time. You'll see, oh, you can see better if I put it with under the white there. On some edges, and then all the book corners and things like that have some punching on the edges and stuff. But that is the first page. Mauve. Oh, beautiful, beautiful color. Absolutely beautiful. On this first page, this is from Tracie Fox's Blossom and Berries mini embellishments. Just cut it out. It's a tuck spot. Haha, it's a key. Imagine that. And then some lace. There's vintage lace in here, and there's not vintage lace in here. This is not vintage lace, but it is made to look like vintage lace. It's very, very pretty. Very, very smooth. Of course, my tea dye paper. Got some craft paper, some lined paper. Oh, peeps. I left all the jaggedy edges on the papers where I ripped them out of this book. This was like from a financial planning book. This is from Tracie Fox's Pretty Grotesque kit. It is beautiful, beautiful paper, beautiful image, very light ledger with the name Hotel, and it's a French word. Woohoo! Gotta love that. Vintage. This is from my haul that I just did, and I cut that doily square out. Cheesecloth, the buttons, just, oh, she's just yummy. Love her. And I did so much sewing on here that it's just wow. So on this one, and this will be the sewing, the like shabby collages that I did, it's a mauve lace, and then a cream lace. There's some cheesecloth. There's a vintage button with some thread in it and the word unforgettable. And this was printed on some parchment. And it's just an old letter. And it says something to whom it may concern. I can't read that. So if you took some time, I bet you could read that. There's ledger paper. music paper, just some shabby old notebook paper that I edged here with the distress ink and the black soot. The corners, like I said, are all like punched. This is extra, just a piece of tea-dyed paper. Look at that. That's the grunge, ladies. That's the grunge. Yes. And then there's just, this was my last piece of this lace right here. It's a hodgepodge of laces. Like I said, I had no rhyme or reason. I just threw a bunch of stuff together, and it just came together perfectly. I love this off of old notebooks. I love that. It's off of an old notebook that I have. I'm actually gonna, I'll take those out. As always, she comes with all the extra ephemeras. You're gonna get some lace. You're gonna get all the extra bits in here. You're going to get some mauve fabric. You're going to get some of the cover. Your box will be full. Trust me. Just trust me. And then this is actually something new that I tried. It's just 2 little envelopes, and you can tuck behind them on both of them. And then they're little bags, and you can put things inside. Like that. And look at this. Oh, it's so shabby. Look at the fabric button, and there's lace behind it, and the cheesecloth, and and this one says vintage. And these little cutouts behind the words I printed myself. The little cutouts are from Tracie Fox's Fundamentals kit. I love that kit. I absolutely love that kit. Vintage button here. It's that shiny pearly. Love it. And a little bit of mauve lace through there with cheesecloth. Another, look at this sheer fabric. I believe I got that from Abby. And this actually came from Abby's scraps, and it was mauve, and it's perfect, and it's just an extra writing sheet, and I put it down at the bottom here, but on the back, oh, hello, there you go, the beautiful mauve tree. It's almost too big to, there you go, and I'm going to keep all those out. I know where they go. I'll put them back in before I send it to whoever gets it. But there's lots of journaling. Like I said, I'm gearing these more towards like the journaling. Beautiful mauve lace down the side of this music sheet here. This ledger actually flips out. This is one of the pretty grotesque, the larger page that I just showed you. I shrunk it down, and made it just another journaling page for you. There you can see it. It's like ledger paper. I love it. Old tea stain doily with a center cut out there in the middle, held on with a Tim Holtz index clip on the other side. Oh, look at that. Shabby and grungy. Oh, hello. Oh, she just shines. She just shines. Lined paper, some old lace, and I had no don't sew straight. I used a straight stitch on this. There's zigzag, there's heartbeat. Then we come to this page. Oh, goodness gracious. Hello, love. She is, oh my gosh. She's sewn right here. She has the dangles on her at the bottom. And this is vintage dangle. And then there's a shabby collage here with the mauve lace and the cream lace cheesecloth and an old mauve button, and it says love. This beautiful image found on Pinterest. Most of these were found on Pinterest or the web. You know how I'm searching all the time for new images to use. Oh, look at the bird cage. Absolutely love you. I just love you, Shine. More of that paper. Lots of places to write. Lots of places to write. That's the end of the first signature. Here begins the second signature. Has a Tim Holtz bulldog clip on it. Or, yeah, bulldog clip, or if that's what you call it. I just put some cheesecloth on it to make it look a little shabby. And then I used one of Tracie's. This is from her fundamentals. All the words are from me. I used one of her tabs, and then I used one of her tags where I used some of the page from the front of the journal. I just made it a little tuck and sewed down that doily table runner that I just cut up, and then there's 3 different vintage buttons there. And then, oh, and there's the tag. And then this is some old lace. I know this one is old because I've had it forever, and I got it off of an old baby dress. There's only two dangles in this book. I didn't want to make her too blinged up or anything like that, but it is a beautiful mauve bead with flowers. There's flowers in throughout it. It's beautiful. Put on with a garment pin. And the same paper is throughout. This is more of that craft paper. There's more of the pretty grotesque beautiful. More of the lines. And then just some old lace just sewn on the edge of this to write on. She lays flat when you want to write on her. Ledger. Tea-dyed. And then some of that lace down the side of this music and the center here. This also folds out. She's just gorgeous. Just love her. Love her. More lace down the side there. The back of the ledger. And this is actually the beginning of the third signature, is this ledger paper. Totally different. Totally nothing like I've ever done before. I put them in totally different. She's just, the paper in this one is just going to speak for itself, and the laces and the ephemera is, anyways, this is some vintage lace down the side here. All the tails left on to play with. I mean, this is just soothing. You know, you don't even gotta write, just pet. Just pet her. Beautiful image found on Pinterest. Some dainty little crochet lace, my favorite lace. I believe this was the last piece of this one too. Down this side of music sheet here. Another doily that you could put whatever you want underneath there. I didn't put anything because I didn't want to hide this beautiful tea stain paper. Look at it. Oh, yeah. She's gorgeous. Oh, art, really. The grunge. Then I put this piece in. come on, why would I not? Look at that. That was too perfect to fold up and too perfect to cut up. Just extra journaling spaces for you, or use it as a bookmark. There's the edge of another edge of that doily sewn with the mauve and the cream. Oh, then we come to this. Oh, jeez. Absolutely love this. I have a ticket there. Some of the mauve lace, you see it hanging out. It's all hanging out over the edge of the book. You can see that there. And then one of those beautiful pearl buttons again, the vintage button. And then some cheesecloth, and I really, really grunged up my edges. Beautiful rose, cabbage rose in the center there, mauve of course. And then 2 journaling cards, Paris. And then that one that looks like a ledger collage. Oh, I love her. Oh. There's the back of that Pinterest paper, aligned. This one flips out as well, and this one has, this is vintage lace on this one as well. And I made it so it didn't hang over the edge of the paper because I didn't want it to catch or rip. But she still has all of her tails on it. And, oh, ladies, you know how I get. You know how I get. And then going on to signature number 4. This is also from Tracie Fox's Fundamental. She just can't. I never did this before. This is Happy, and I used one of Tracie's tags. This is a piece of just ribbon, and then some cheesecloth, and then a vintage button on there. And then at the bottom is a rusty safety pin with some of that mauve lace, but this is a flip up to Tracie's tag. Love that. I will be making more of those. I usually do like the whole page of like a, you know, flip up, lift up, whatever you want to call it, but I never did it on a tag, and I just love that idea. Some more of that beautiful, beautiful lace. Just love. Beautiful paper found on Pinterest. Beautiful lace. Or this is some of that ribbon from that tag. That's what that is. And I just ruffled it up. I just shoved it under there while I was sewing. Didn't have a rhyme or reason or anything. Oh, look at this beautiful sheer. This is again the scraps that Abby sent me. It's this beautiful sheer mauve. It's got to be like a curtain or a fabric or something. It's so pretty. And then here's another paper to journal on, and I love this because it looks like it's got cracks in it, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful page to write on. I'll leave that out. And here's the other side of that, the center. Again, still will lay flat to write. Beautiful lace down the side there. That is actually some of my tea-dyed lace. And then here, oh my goodness. This is that vintage dangle lace, or vintage, yeah, dangle I guess you'd call it, vintage dangle, with a shabby collage of the cream lace, the mauve lace, and then there's 2 vintage buttons here. This little one with the 2 holes in it. Oh, how cute. And of course they have thread in them because I have to have thread in mine. and then the little pearl button, and then this beautiful shabby cabbage rose again with the beautiful script in the back, and then a card all grunged up. It says tea. It says tea on it. Isn't that cute? Okay, I know you're gonna be fuzzy when I go back down there, camera. Okay, we're good. All right. It's beautiful. This is like a purple and a mauve. It says Paris down here with some script. The papers I found was absolutely lush. I won't take this out again. This is another one of the mini ledgers from Pretty Grotesque. Another Tim Holtz index clip. Grunge. It just came together. Like the little beautiful, beautiful. Here's another. This is purples and blues, and there's a crown. A crown. Are you serious? Part of that doily runner music. Oh, this has been. I've held on to this button for probably 6 years. I have one in mauve and I have one in gray, and I finally found a home for her. I specifically looked for this button today. I am telling you. But this is another one of the shabby collage. It has the mauve fabric and then the cream. I did a heartbeat stitch down the side of this. Beautiful roses up here with a beautiful, beautiful square button. I don't know if you can tell, but it has some, it's textured. So it's got these bumps all over it. Oh, just love, love, love her. This beautiful, single, beautiful rose with lace around the, like lace pattern around the edge of it, but it's all grunged up, and it just worked so, it just worked better than I even could ever imagine. Love this. Love, love, love. There's another tag with the crown on it, the crown. Love. You get in there, and we'll put you right here, because you gotta look cute for whoever gets you. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. And then I did some of that lace down the side of the scrap paper here, and here's another bead that is mauve, and it has roses and flowers in it as well. Such a cool bead. Such a cool bead. Put on with the Tim Holtz ball clip. Center. Look at that up there. Oh my gosh. Oh, some more lace. Another piece of writing paper for you with some lace down the edge there. Look at that. Just love, 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 love. Put that to the side. Here's the back of that with the blue. Oh, okay, there we go. With the blue and the purple. And it says penmanship. Pocket copybook. Very cute. A little strip of paper there to write on. Oh, beautiful. She's a beauty. She is a beauty. We've reached the end. I'm so sad. But here, just look at this all together. That's one of those buttons that, depending on which way it shines all different colors. a beautiful rose here, just like the one in the front. They're not the same, but they're close. They're close. So there's the beautiful rose there, crochet trim down the side. We have this beautiful tag here that I use my corner punch on. It's the ladies book cover. It's absolutely a beautiful tag. Beautiful. Goes in there. Another one of those with that sheer. I have to get some more of this. I have to tell Abby, I need some more of that. Beautiful. And then as always, my signature card with my key on it. These keys can come off. They're not really meant to stay on. You can use them in your journals. I don't glue them down very, very well, so you can take them off and, you know, put my card wherever you want, or just leave it in the book, whatever you want to do, or throw it away. I don't care, whatever you want to do. But there's that. And she is Shine. She's a Scholar's Ledger. And then my signature, and she was made 10/2018. She went sideways. So there you have her, ladies. Oh, look at her. She's just, I'm just over the moon. Over the moon. I'm so pleased with her. So pleased with her. Just, you could just do this and it's just calming. Anyways, she has been to her photo shoot. All the extra goodies, and plus there'll be more, believe me. She comes in all wrapped up nice and tight in the medium flat rate box. So I have to fill that puppy up somehow, right? So I might as well give you stuff. Here's all the extras. I'll put them back in there when I'm done filming. But just to let you know, she will be up fairly soon, I would say. As always, I do sell my tea-dyed paper. I'm selling Michelle paper again. That is also up on the Crafty Stash page. All my links are always down below. You can reach me on Instagram. My email's down there. My Facebook craft group, the Artful Crafter, where imaginations meet, is down there. Come over. It's a great bunch of ladies. I love it. Everybody's sharing. It's just so much fun. I appreciate you taking the time to look at my latest. I will give her a kiss before I send her off, because she just shines, and she just really, absolutely made my day today. I just think, like, this word shine just means a lot. Not only to me, but to a lot of people, because there's a lot of things that happen and you just have to shine through. And she shone through. And I'm glad she named herself. This was the first one that named herself. I didn't pick off one off my list. She definitely did name herself. So that's it, ladies. Thanks for watching. Bye.